2, 1.
Wow.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Cole Henschel.
And I'm Brecken Merkins. Tonight on Northern News, sports and academics, two things on the minds of St. Michael Albertville students as they trek through the winter to the improvements planned for their school. Students are expecting big changes going into the 2018-2019 school year.
That's right, Brecken. In the St. Michael Albertville School District recently passed a $36 million bond referendum. This referendum will bring big things, including a new turf stadium, additional classrooms for the growing student population, and the longly awaited second sheet of ice. We have Matt live on the high school construction grounds.
Yes, that's right, Cole. A year-long debate finally came to a close here in St. Michael over the heavily debated referendum. As you can see behind me, they are already starting construction on the stadium that is expected to come in 2018-2019 school year. With all these costly facilities, the new referendum is to increase taxes for St. Michael and Albertville homeowners for what sounds like a good cause. The referendum will cost taxpayers around $36 million in total, but will provide technology improvements, more classroom space for the quickly growing high school, and as you said, it will provide the much needed second sheet of ice for the hockey arena. According to the superintendent, Anne-Marie Foucault, the referendum will also provide the district with much needed updates in the areas of safety, energy efficiency, and technology. With stubborn supporters on both sides, the vote passed with a majority of 53%, beating out the noes by only 350 votes. Although it was heavily debated among parents and homeowners, the students at STMA seemed pretty ecstatic. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Matt. It sure sounds like those kids are getting some pretty awesome upgrades. I know I'd be pretty excited for something like that.
Yes, it does, Brecken. I personally can't wait to see the finished stadium with all those bells and whistles they plan on adding in. This new stadium is going to be home for the St. Michael Albertville Knights football team.
Wow, that's awesome. But speaking of football, that isn't the only thing I'm looking forward to.
That's right, Brecken. The long-awaited Super Bowl is coming to our home state of Minnesota. Super Bowl 52 is set to take place in the new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis on February 4th.
This will be one of the largest sporting events Minnesota has ever seen. The last time the Super Bowl was held here was Super Bowl 26, where the Washington Redskins beat the Buffalo Bills 37-24. If the Vikings make it to the Super Bowl, they will be the first team to ever play at a Super Bowl in their home stadium.
And it's looking like that may be a possibility, doesn't it, Brecken?
Yes, it does, Cole. 13-3 if they beat the Saints, they're going to the NFC Championship, and that's one game away from the Super Bowl. Such a large game like the Super Bowl, tickets run very high at $3,200, so it looks like I'll be staying home and watching instead of going to the game. With all the famous people that plan on coming to town to watch, it's got to be pretty well protected. Cole, tell us more about what the police and local authorities are doing to help prepare for the Super Bowl.
Well, Brecken, the city of Minneapolis is preparing endlessly for this event, as it is a very serious event and brings in a lot of important out-of-town travelers. Fortunately, we got an inside look from one of Minneapolis's very own Jim Walker of the police department. Let's take a look.
So Jim Walker with the Minneapolis Police Department. Things are just starting to get ramped up. There's venues all over the city. Minneapolis has a few hundred cops on this detail, and then other state agencies provide everything, whether it be escorts, security, all the logistics. We even have the National Guard providing security. Personally, I've been pulled off patrol operations and been assigned different duties, most of which is a beat officer, and what that entails is basically walking around downtown Minneapolis or some of the venues that are going on and providing public safety. Public safety, a lot of that's just visibility and making sure people are safe and having a good time.
Wow, it sounds like everyone traveling in or just going down for the Super Bowl 52 experience will be in good hands.
It sure does, Brecken. Well, that's all for tonight, folks. Have a good night.
This is Northern News, and we're signing off.